Right then, okay, so hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and Patreon. It's me, Mikey, and I'm back today for a brand new reaction. And today I'm going to be reacting to Limmy's show, Series 1, Episode 4. I've chosen to do this today actually because, hold on, my microphone's all the way over here, if you can hear me. Yeah, I've chosen to do this today because I was looking through my Patreon earlier, as I do whenever I sit down to record. I can think, I have a look and, see how long it's been since I last did what. And I have not reacted to an episode of Limmy's show since the 31st of July, sorry. It's been a while. I've had a birthday since then. Literally, I know a lot of people say that in joking, they imply something's been a while. I've literally had a birthday since then. So yeah, I've not seen an episode of this since I was just 30. Yeah, I'm 31 now. So yeah, I'm going to be watching my first episode of Limmy's show as a 31-year-old man today. I'm looking forward to it. It's a great comedy, great Scottish sketch comedy, and it's just absolutely fantastic. The only trouble with it is I don't know if it can get onto YouTube. Obviously, if that's where you're watching it, I must have managed it. But apart from that, it is really difficult. I'm going to have to try and find another way of getting it out there available for everybody. But yeah, I'll deal with that when the time comes. I just really need to see this today. It's enjoyable. And one of my Limmy show reactions, I got a bit of attention lately. I had a couple of likes on it. And Luke very kindly series swapped an episode for me. So there's a good demand for this show as well. Yeah, I thought I'd do this today. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to it. Just do all the usual, guys. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, if this has ended up on YouTube. If you're watching on Patreon, thank you so much for your ongoing support. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to check out Luke's Patreon as well, and his YouTube channel. Links are in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Patreon, well then you'll find him in any comment section on most of my videos. Yeah, obviously we all know who he is. Best mate, channel manager, reactor, yeah, the man, the myth, the legend. Go and check him out. I'd appreciate all your support, and so would I. And let's not forget as well, again, I'm saying this, but I don't know if this will end up on YouTube. I'm having great difficulty with this show. But yeah, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to consider joining the Patreon, do not forget that from now going forwards for the foreseeable, Luke and myself have got a bit of a special offer on where if you pay for a membership to my Patreon, you'll get free access to his, okay, in a corresponding tier. So if you join mine in any of my two tiers, either one, you can join Luke's for free in a tier that best corresponds to the one of mine that you've signed up to. If you've got any questions about that, leave a comment below. If you've got any questions at all, one of us will get back to you as soon as we possibly can. And so yeah, just consider joining, because the more members we get over there, the better. We really appreciate it. And there's a more vast selection of content over there, stuff that can't go on YouTube. And let's not forget that you can do things like make requests and that over there as well. In my case, you can make requests if you join the $4 tier. So yeah, bear it in mind. Go and check it out. The links are in the description. But for now, I want to get into this because it's been so long since I've last seen an episode of this. I know it's my own fault, but yeah, let's watch and let's see what he gets up to today. I've missed this show. I've missed the characters. So let's see and let's have a laugh. I thought he had a ciggy in his hand.
Welcome to the Limmy show.
Thank you very much.
Imagine you just started following somebody.
Okay. Just pick someone, follow, yeah. Oh, careful, I'll get you arrested. Oh, it's what's his name that was in the sketch in the restaurant where he was looking at the specials, that he was looking at him. Yeah, it's a good way to get arrested, that. Generous. Don't get seen. There you go. Is he going to jump out at him?
Can I help you?
There you go.
No,
He was going to work.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
Sure. If you need to be a hand, just give me a shout.
Alright.
Hey, give him a shoot. Need to be hand. No.
We've got to go on
Oh,
holiday.
3 years.
4 days, even if it's just for a weekend. That was some laugh.
That reminds me. You know, me and Rachel are getting married next year. I was wondering if you fancy being my best man.
Really?
Aye, look, if you're not up for it, it's fine.
No, it's not that. Isn't it usually your brother that's supposed to be your best man?
Aye, the tradition is you get your brother, but see, over the last few years, you've been more like a brother to me than he has. Seriously, I love my brother, but you and me, we're joined at the hip. We're like ant and deck. No, you've always been there to help. You're always there to listen.
Do you know, that's a bit strange, actually, that this particular sketch should come up. That's kind of how me and Luke met. You know, I followed it. Not followed him like in person. I didn't follow him in person. Of course I didn't. I'm 100 miles away. But I was, like, obviously I subscribed to his YouTube channel. So in a way I was following him. You know, that's what they call it when you subscribe to someone online and you're following them. You're a follower. So yeah, that's a literal representation. You know, very obscure. Just his video just randomly popped up. I liked it. I liked his personality. I liked him as a person. I liked his humour. I thought, yeah, this guy, I need to see more of this guy. I hit subscribe, left a few comments, and boom, here we are, nearly 2 years later. Can you believe it's been nearly 2 years? Yeah? Took him a good year to get me into reacting, but he stuck with it, and I'm here. But yeah, nearly 2 years ago. Just very simple, just scrolling through YouTube, just one random video. I was like, yeah, I'll watch that. Then after that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to subscribe to this guy. I'm going to see what else he's got. I'm just going to follow through his career, and I'm going to have a look and see what he's been doing. And that's exactly what I did, and here we are. Yeah, it's a good little representation of that. Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you anything. You know, I've always had trouble opening up.
And again, him, he went for the part-time job thing. I kind of ended up doing the same job. I mean, fair enough, through different circumstances. I didn't voluntarily start doing this. Luke taught me into it. So yeah, in a way, you know, random person, could have been absolutely anybody. But, you know, just clicked on a video. Now we are the best of friends. We work together. Similar sort of story. Just without me physically walking behind him down the street. You know, so I get a feeling Max would spot me. You know, I won't be able to stay secret for very long. Max, his dog, would spot me.
Trusting people, it's because of the way my dad was. You know all that.
Oh, listen, mate, I'd be honoured.
Pure bubbling here.
Right, listen, I've got a secret to tell you.
What?
It's just something I want cleared out the way, 'cause I never thought we'd be pals like this.
Oh,
Now that
don't.
you've asked me to be your best man, just thought I'd just come clean, get it out the way.
Don't tell him you started
Have you
stalking.
knocked money at my wallet?
No, it's nothing really. It's right. You'll never believe how we first met.
Aye, in the shop.
Well, I suppose it was, but right. Do you know for the first couple of years we were pals, I was effectively stalking you. To explain. Right, you know when I started working at your work,
Don't confess to that.
I only took that job to get closer to you.
That's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I can't even look at you when you're saying that. Imagine you did do that.
It's true. I just decided one day I was going to pick somebody at random, get right into their life, and that was you.
And it
gave
worked.
a £1 to a beggar, I think it was, and then you're looking at in a shop window and nearly ran right into you there. And then I followed you in the corner, you went into your work, and I followed you in and I applied for the job, and that was that.
I remember that. I remember giving a pound to a homeless guy, but how do you know that?
Because I followed
He
you.
followed you, yeah.
Who are you?
Who's been weird
Oh,
now, mate?
dear.
Come on, it's not me.
Get away from me.
Calm
Who are
down.
you? The whole thing's a lie. The whole thing's a lie. My dad.
No.
The whole thing's a lie.
Drama queen. Oh Oh
And he
dear,
went
you
on
left your
to
coat.
have a complete nervous breakdown. And he threw himself off the Kelvin Bridge.
Well, this is a happy ending. Oh dear.
My name's Jacqueline McCafferty.
Oh God.
I lost 3 years of my life on heroin and another
Yes,
5
she is.
years on a methadone programme that's meant to get us off it. Got my daughter taken off us a lot. But now that I've got her back, I'm going to make sure she gets a family she never got. Splendid, mate, splendid.
Aw.
Jacqueline, is it?
Aye, this is my daughter.
Hiya. So, you happy with it?
Oh, more than happy, mate, more than happy.
Mum, what is this?
The man's going to take a photo and he's going to use his
40.
computer to make it look like we're on holiday. The way we would have been hen if I wasn't away being so stupid. But I'm back now, back and better than before, and better than that lot out at Erlington our noses. We're going to hang some pictures on the wall, hen, starting with this one. And I'm going to make sure...
Jacqueline McCafferty, you're barred.
Fuck off, James Corden.
There's a fucking wind-up.
You're barred in the supermarket for shoplifting. And you know that, Jacqueline.
No, I don't.
Shit, I'm muted it. That's a fucking wind up. Oh, I love her. I love her character. She's fantastic. The rants are great. And yeah, you know, obviously the story is really good. You know, she had this really, really terrible time. She's built herself back up. You got to be proud of this character. You have. I know she's fictional. I know it's for comedy purposes, but you got to feel proud of this character. You know, it's a really hard thing to do. And obviously, I've never had to do anything like that myself, but plenty of people have. It's really tough. Some don't succeed. You know, unfortunately, but yeah, it's really great. This character. I really like her. And of course, you get cracking comedy moments like that. There's a fucking wind up.
Mate, I don't care what you say.
I'm not having this conversation with you. I remember your face. Your name's Jacqueline McCafferty. And I'm no surprised you can't remember mine. After the state you were in court, out.
Fuck off,
Mate,
no
go and
way.
give us a break. I'm clean. Alright? I'm fucking clean. I booked this studio time here. I just want a photo of my daughter. Can I just get a photo of my daughter? I'm fucking clean.
Alright, get your photograph taken and then get out.
Piss off.
Okay, just pick up where we left off. Nice big smiles.
It's kind of killed the moment a bit. Piss off, Top Gun. Ah. Oh, she just wanted some nice pictures.
I try to put my past behind me.
Yeah, she
But
does.
there
she
only
does.
was my daughter, looking right into its eyes.
Oh, that's really sad.
Do you want to just bin it?
No, Mum. Promise me you'll never bin it.
I promise.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it's still good.
It'll never let me go.
There's a thing of constantly being tarred with that brush. Yeah. Poor cat. But she's trying. And she's not letting those people stop her. That is what is important. Well done, Jacqueline.
No, sorry. Why are we here? Why are we here? The folk with the laptops, why are we here?
What do you mean?
Because I've come in here to use the Wi-Fi when I've got Wi-Fi in the house. I almost stayed in the corner. I know you's there not, because I've seen you here before. I've seen you here before. I'm paying £2 for a cup of tea. £2 for a
Yeah.
cup of hot water and a tea bag.
But you've
Just
got
so
it
I can
out.
use a Wi-Fi connection when I'm already paying for one. Seriously, why are we here?
It's nice to get out.
What?
It's nice to get out.
But we're not out.
No, you're not.
We're in.
Yeah.
This may as well be your house. The only difference being in this house, you've got no control of the music, so you've got to put up with that shite. You've got a living room full of complete strangers who don't want to speak to you. And there behind the
Yeah.
counter, you've got like a flatmate who'll make you a cup of tea anytime you want, as long as you slam a couple of quid a pop. Seriously, why are we here?
It's a fair point. It's very observational. Observant is the word I was looking for there. Yeah, that's a fair point. So many people do that. And again, you know, that's what you want to do. That's fine. That's no one's business but your own. If you want to piddle away all your money paying for something that you get at home, then fine. That is entirely up to you. But, yeah, it just makes absolutely zero sense. And do you know, this is what really... I'm going to go slightly off topic here, guys. There's something that, you know, something that really pisses me off. about British soaps, okay? I don't watch them. And what's made me think of this is not only just that. Last night Luke sent me something. It was a really, really funny video called, what was it called? Oh, do you know, I can't remember what it was called now. Acceptance Street or something. Yeah, it was about how soaps these days are a bit far-fetched, unrealistic in certain ways. I won't go into it, but yeah, it was really good. I've just thought of that, thinking of this. What pisses me off about when I used to watch soaps is the tech EastEnders, for example. Well, any of them, any of your big main soaps, they all live a stone's throw away from cafes and that. They'll go in there and pay like Ian Beale prices for a cup of tea. Fuck off. Do you remember that storyline? I don't know if it's still going on, but a few years ago there was a storyline with Stacey Slater in EastEnders. She was meant to be like the poster girl for the cost of living crisis, to the point where she started flopping them out. Yeah. And she'd be going around like, oh, I'm skint, I've got my kids to feed. Oh, work all night and day, can't get a bloody penny together. And then she goes in the couch like, cat of tea and a bun, please, Marie. You know? You go round to her ass in a certain scene, she's going through all the bills, going, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, don't know what I'm going to do about all these bills, I've got my kids to feed, I can't get a bloody penny together. She'd be like that, and she's got the lights on in the middle of the fucking day, 3 lamps on in the front room, all those under-counter lights in the kitchen. And I'm thinking, do you know what, you are supposed to be representing people that have barely got 2 halfpennies to rub together, they ain't got a pot to piss in, you know, but it just shows that these people haven't got a clue about what it's like to live on the breadline, to live meal to meal, day to day. They don't know what it's like, because no one in that situation is paying cafe prices for coffee. No one is leaving their lights on in the middle of the day. Fucking hell, people are going through the bills by candlelight at 2 in the morning because they can't sleep. You know? That's why I don't watch them, they're so unrealistic, and for the reasons that were in the video that I was sent last night. Just because, yeah. But yeah, that's something there. Just kind of relates to that sketch there. Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, it's just what I observed. That's why I don't watch them.
It's all my shades on.
Oh, these weird. Light bulb. Don't burn your nose. It's like a music video, this. Oh! I knew that was going to happen. I knew it.
Yeah, I just want to ask this question. I'm quite surprised.
Oh, he's a Karen.
During the debate so far, considering it's a bit war, does the panel think that a person has the right to kill another person? Well, thank you for giving me probably the most difficult question.
He's going to ask for the manager in a minute.
And that's a difficult question. Does someone have the right to take another person's life? Well, the answer to that differs greatly depending on the situation. For example, if you were in a kill or be killed situation, the answer is very different than if you were a serial killer. You know, does someone have the right to kill another person? Now, a few things you have to... Sorry, I suppose I'm not making myself clear here. I'm only asking for a yes or no. Sure, I totally understand, but it is a difficult question and it requires an answer that just a yes or no will suffice.
It's a no. You don't have the right to kill another person.
Like I said, I completely understand, but it isn't as simple as a yes or no. You know what you have to... How simple do you want it? Yes or no?
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a Karen there, isn't it? Yeah, no, I get it, you know, like kill or be killed, self-defense, yeah, I think that should be allowed, but other than that, no. Of course not. Oh dear.
Well, to answer your question, if I may be allowed to answer your question, you're asking me to, you know...
Is the red tie meant to be a hint
take another person's life? And I'm trying to say, well, the answer, it differs.
Dodging the question. Something that should be a bit straightforward. Probably saying something he doesn't even mean is the red tie, a bit of a giveaway there. I'm thinking so.
Greatly dependent. No. Yes or no. Yes or no. Can't even answer yes or no. Sure, I completely understand, but it isn't as simple as... Just asking for a yes or no. Do you think someone has a right to kill another person? Yes or no? Yes or no? Look, I'm trying to answer you, but you're asking me to give a yes or no. It's very difficult to give a yes or no to that type of question. How is it a difficult question? I'm only asking for a yes or no. I know, but it isn't as simple. The answer can't be as black and white as... Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no?
Just answer it.
Yes or no?
Okay.
If you were in the circumstance...
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, you can't even answer yes or no. Yes or no?
What do you want me to say? Do you want me to just say yes? Do you want me to just say...
What?
Oh.
You, you wank.
Topper, eh?
Topper.
What does that mean? Okay. Oh, it's this machine. I love this machine. I want this machine.
Computer.
Where can I get one? Because that's the
Select
selling.
10% of all pairs of socks worldwide.
Okay. It's got to be like
Selected.
300 million
Target
socks.
one sock from each pair.
Targets locked.
Fire.
That explains it. Yeah, gone.
Complete.
That explains it. Finally. It's them aliens again! Spaceman! Yeah. Oh dear, yeah. That explains a lot. The amount of times I used to think years ago, like people were stealing stock. How does it happen? The amount of times where I have just discovered that a sock is completely missing. I thought maybe I've left it in the basket. I'll go and check the basket. You know, check I've not, you know, it's not got stuck under something. Like if I leave the whites in there for another day, check it's not got stuck. But no, they do just disappear. It is ridiculous. And again, that is just fantastic. Yeah, nice one. I like that. Yeah. I do worry that sometimes mine might have disintegrated, but no, it's not the case. I'm joking, I'm clean. But you know, we all, from time to time, you know, can't be helped, we're human, we sweat. Oh dear.
What? What?
What is that?
Same socks
This
from
is
the
a-
washing line.
Does that what?
None.
Although, it's got to be said, not done too bad. Like, oh, there you go. See, one sock. One sock. I don't know where the other one is. I've got no idea where the other sock to this sock is. Not a fucking clue. But there you go. Pair. Just more pairs. Yeah. I'm actually kind of doing okay for socks right now. But yeah. See, like I say, one sock. Don't know where its partner is. Haven't got a fucking clue. Not a one.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry, what?
I need to have a word with you.
What you did?
It's came to my attention that some of yous watching the show right now think my show is crap.
Not me.
It's no crap.
I don't think that. No, it's not.
The reason why you think it's crap isn't because it's no funny. No. It's because you're just thinking about it too much. I mean, picture
Fair
a dog
point.
in the back
dog.
seat of a motor, going down a motorway at 70 mile an hour. Now, a dog doesn't worry itself about how everything works. A dog doesn't go like, you know, what's this all about? What's
it
this all about? This can't be possible. What does this all mean? How could we be going this fast down this motorway? This thing hasn't even got legs. How's it all work? The dog doesn't question the physics of what's going on around it. It simply sticks its head out the
look.
window and enjoys the sensation of that 70 mile an hour wind in its face. The way it makes its ears flap about, the way it makes it feel like it's flying down the street. And how is a dog able to be so chilled out about everything? Because it doesn't think about everything so much. Be like the dog.
Do you know what? That is a fantastic assessment about life, it really is. We do think about stuff too much, don't we? We do spend too much time overthinking, over-processing. Like, the stuff we don't really care about, but we want the information anyway. You know, you can... Like, you don't really give a shit about certain things, but you want all the info anyway. It's a weird one to explain. Like, I mean, we'll take the car for example. You don't really give a shit how the engine works. You don't really give a shit about any of that. All you care about is that it gets you from A to B. But you want to know anyway. Like when you buy a car and you're like, has there ever been an accident? And really, you don't care. In fact, you're hoping that it has, so it'll make the price a bit lower. And yeah, what engine is there? Yeah, you haven't got a fucking clue what that means, but you're asking because it's the questions that you ask. But yeah, dogs and cars. Yeah, dogs are a great example of that. You know, they just love unconditionally. You know, they don't hold grudges. You know, they don't really do anything. You know, even these dogs that have been so badly mistreated, you know, they can still, with the right person, they can just turn straight back into who they were, you know, like it never happened. And why are dogs like that with cars? I mean, the walk, I get it. You know, a dog wants to go for a walk, I get it. You know, they're going to get out some exercise and everything. But in a car, they're not getting that. What do dogs love so much about cars? Luke, talking directly to you, what's Max like with the car? Does he enjoy the car as much as a walk? Which would he get more excited about? If you were to say walkies or going in the car, which one would get him more excited, or would it be both? Anyone else with dogs, let me know. Is your dog just as crazy about going in the car? Because all my dogs were. Aren't they funny? When they're on the back seat of a car and it's moving and they try and walk, isn't that funny? But yeah, I like the analogy there. Yeah, don't ever think. Don't ever think. But no, I don't think his show's crap. I think it's fucking brilliant. I really do.
Is that right, Dina? Is it too late? Aye. Check this out.
It's Carly Simon on it, that song.
Again. Here, Dina. Looks like if there's anybody that's too late around here, it's you.
Yeah, fair point. I get it. Kind of. Bit late starting the music. Didn't lip sync in time. Okay. Okay. I don't want to watch, but I can't not watch. It's like Boris Johnson. Has anyone else ever had that? I know I tend to save this for the end. Has anyone else ever had that? I mean, not literally that situation, but a situation where, like, maybe you've been at work or around at a relative's house or whatever, and you've noticed something. It's not really significant to you. It's not really any of your business, but you can't ignore it. You notice that? I remember I went round to my nan's once and she'd left a pan in soak. I think she'd cooked some stew or something and the pan was just soaking. But I couldn't ignore it. I just kept looking over at this pan thinking, that water is going to be greased to fuck. I need to wash that. I'm like, no, it's none of your business. She'll do it. And then you're like, still there. Dirty pan's still there. That water's going to be really greasy about it. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone else get that? I do. Yeah. And then me saying it just one sketch ago, don't ever think, hypocrite. No, it's true, yeah. We can't help it, can we? Yeah, I'm exactly like that. You just need to keep checking if it's still there. Of course it's still there. But yeah. Carry. Oh, what happened? Ah.
Aye. I could have got electrocuted.
That looks nasty. Get off lately. Could have been electrocuted.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh, stuff like that makes me cringe so much. My tummy's just done that. Oh, the sketches, these sketches. Oh, no, I have to go back a few seconds for that. Like, me by mistake. Oh, I can't look at that, sorry. You know that feeling you get when you're in a car and it goes over like a small mound, a hill, and it drops and your tummy goes, woo! I just had that, but in that horrible kind of feeling. I hate seeing that kind of thing get tended to, and do you know that is why I'm so careful. I'm so squeamish with injury. You know, if I were to ever cut myself, it was one of them where they have to like pick glass or anything. Oh my God, I'd pass out. I will pass out. I can't even have a blood test without feeling this close to dropping. Oh, I'm just, I hate it. Oh no, my tummy keeps doing it. My tummy keeps doing that. horrible thing. You know, you watch programs like Casualty. My mum watches them in the day. If there's a scene of surgery, I can't look. I'm like, no, can't look at that. But I'll watch horror film gore. I will watch people being repeatedly stabbed in the stomach with their intestines starting to spill over. That's fine. But like that just then, my tummy just went over. That's weird, isn't it? Does that say anything about me? I hope it doesn't. Nah, they don't.
So there's
We
me
good.
chilling out in the playground, letting my lunch settle. Steg walks up to me and he's like, Gary, you don't know what a
Gary?
dildo is. I was like,
I don't know.
Steg was like, prove it. I was like, Stephen, don't try and teach your granny to suck eggs, mate. Steg was like, what? So I pointed out to him that I was well aware that Big Ramy was making a laughing stock at anybody who didn't know what a dildo was. And if Steg wanted the knowledge to avoid such a fate, it would cost him. Steg says, how much? I says, what you got? He says, all I've got is cola cubes. I says, give me 4.
Cola cubes.
He starts getting them out his bag. I says, you know, Steg, he's not just
Selling
asking
info.
people what a dildo is. Steg's like, he's not. I was like, no, sometimes he's asking people what a Johnny bag's used for. Sometimes he's asking what VD is. I'm not sure if it's covered. He was like, does that cover it? I was like, only 7. I tell you what, I'll give you 2 for 7. He was like, but Gary, what if you ask me the one I don't know? What 2 should I pick? I says, I don't want that in my head. That's your decision. You better make it quick, because here comes Ramy. Steg was like, shit, well, VD, never heard of VD. Dildo. I've heard a
Ticking
few
clock.
rumours, so I don't know what that is. Johnny bag, never heard of that either. So, it's VD and Johnny bag. I was like, final answer. He was like, final answer. So I tells him, and he was like, that's disgusting. What's disgusting? Big Ramy turns up. Steg's like, nothing. Ramy's like, wee man. Steg's like, what? Here it was, the moment of truth. And Ramy goes, what's a dildo? I was like,
The one he didn't
no.
ask for.
And Steg was no doubt thinking the exact same thing, but he gave it his best shot. He looked Ramy square in the face and said, a dildo is when a lassie does a shite and it's hanging out her arse and it looks like a cock. The place erupted with laughter, man. Everybody, even the wee primary ones were like that. You don't know what a dildo is, you don't know what a dildo is. Couldn't help laughing myself. Should have laughed though, because he had to change school.
Oh
Good boy or
no.
not?
He's just having a shade that looks like a cork. Oh dear. Do you know what's ironic is he's kind of in the ballpark, you know, shape and area of usage, you know, it's not entirely wrong. Oh dear, does anyone else have those phases at school where stuff goes round? I mean, I'm part of the that generation. The big thing in my school time was, do you know what is? I'd be like, no. Someone would be like, Google it when you get home. Google it. Just Google it. There's nothing bad, just Google it. I never did, because I had the foresight to ask myself. I asked somebody else. They told me exactly what it was and warned me not to Google it. So, while I'm part of that generation, I never, ever Googled. And even though it's one of Luke's favourite phrases, and he goes, what in the blue waffle when something's particularly funny or shocking, you know? Yeah, I'm part of that generation. Yeah, that was our thing. And there might have been one more. I can't remember. Yeah, we were too exposed in my school days. We all knew what were, you know. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, let's move on. Oh, that song's a banger. Yeah, Bebo!
Done the twirling, summed up my tune.
That's Bebo!
You smell vinegar.
Good boy or not?
Oh, that has took me back. What's it say in the search bar? bookmarks. Yeah, that is Bebo. I remember people used to do that. People used to do the... Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm nostalgic. Yeah, your Bebo skin. Spending hours searching for a Bebo skin. Oh, my God. The time I spent looking for the right one. And then you pick it. And then you're like, nah. After a couple of days, you start looking again. That... So many people in my school had this on their Bebos. So many. Oh, dear. And you can just literally just copy and paste it. And whoever made that, like made the original, what a genius, what an absolute artist. But yeah, all of this, yeah, I remember. Oh, that's taking me right back. Right fucking back. My God. I feel very old. Oh dear, well, that is nostalgic. I might take a screenshot of this later and use it as a screensaver. Why not?
Went down the toilet and summed up my tune.
Okay.
You smell vinegar.
Mere vinegar.
Excuse me. Is there a toilet in here?
You're a toilet.
Who asked for a toilet in the
Excuse
chippy?
Is there a toilet in here?
There is, but it's not working, sorry.
Alright, thanks.
You're a toilet.
You're a toilet. Oh, don't follow it again. Oh, the reg plate is a blurred. It's like a body cam thing. Why do they do that? Why do they make toilet cubicles with a fucking gap at the top? Why? Why don't they just build it right up to the wall? Leave a gap at the bottom, you know, for emergencies. You know, the lock gets stuck or whatever, and you can just crawl out from under the bottom. I get that. I know that's not what the top is for. Why don't they just build it right to the ceiling? Seriously, why? The amount I don't use public toilets, right? I hate public toilets. I would sooner risk bladder rupture. Seriously. The only time I've been okay with public toilets is when you're in the pub, because you know you're going to be out a few hours, you have a drink, it makes you piss more. Yeah, that's fine. Plus when you've had a few drinks, it kind of takes away the social fear of public toilets. I hate public toilets. But yeah, whenever I've gone in one, I always use a cubicle. I don't use urinals, not U-bends, what are they called? Oh, whatever. Yeah, I don't use them. I don't use urinals or anything like that because, well, why would you? You know, use a cubicle. And if there isn't one available, and I've had to, it's been the worst piss of my life. But yeah, whenever I do use a cubicle, my eyes are up and I'm looking. You know, I'm not flattering myself. I'm not thinking for 1 minute that anyone's going to want to look at me having a slash, but you never know. Look at the in-betweeners. Look what happened to poor Will. He got photographed. But yeah, no, I hate it. I hate public toilets. Honestly, I would sooner... Do you know what? I would, and I know how to do this, I would sooner catheterize myself. You know, if I was going out and I wasn't having a drink and I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to be there a couple of hours and I might need a piss, I would sooner catheterize myself and risk not going. Seriously. I would. But yeah, so we're going to do these paper towels. The legendary paper towels that we used for absolutely everything when we were kids. Oh, you dirty bastard. No. Oh, I've got all the more reason not to go in now. That is another reason to never go in. Covered in pesh.
You're a toilet.
You're a toilet! Just piss soaked things at him. Oh yeah, I'm definitely, yeah. If I didn't have enough reason before, I've definitely got a reason now. Wakey wakey.
Here. Imagine you woke up one morning, you were lettuce.
That's called being 14 and having spots. Oh, honestly, you know, I was such a spotty kid. Swear to God, the amount of money I spent on, you know, those little pads that you used to buy to dab it with, the T-zone things and Clearasil. Oh, the amount of money I spent. Like, my forehead seriously used to be like a dot to dot, and it was so bumpy. I used to pray for a smooth forehead. But I mean, I'm lucky now, you know, it didn't last. It did go. It was a horrible year, 18 months. But yeah, I've got a smooth forehead now. I still get the odd blemish, as we all do. But yeah, I was a really blemishy teenager. Oh dear, it was horrible. My face would get sore. I get them like here, just in the sides of my nose, or the corners of my mouth. It was horrible. Or down here, in there. Just yeah. That's what I used to wake up like. It's like yeah, vile.
Heavy duty.
Yeah.
Doesn't bear thinking about, doesn't it?
No. But I will. You watch, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, ooh, just checking my face. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Oh dear. It's gone. Just put your shoes on. Seriously, you're at work. You're not at home. Put your shoes on. Or at least a pair of fucking slippers. Okay, now what are you doing? Oh, now he's listening rather than looking. Yeah, oh, that is gross. That's a horrible sound. I hate that. Gobsmacking, isn't it? It's called. I hate when people do that. Just shut your mouth while you eat.
Life, huh? Life. Let me tell you about life.
Go on then. Oh.
This here
It's an egg.
represents you in your prime. Represents you looking good, feeling good. You might not be the best looking person in the room, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you think, you know what? I'm no bad. I'm no bad at all. You see this? This represents life.
Okay. Forehead lines. Bags under the eyes. Okay, yeah. Gotta get the crow's feet. Laughter lines. That's just wear and tear. It happens. Yeah, bald. Yeah. Crow's feet. There you go.
That's life.
True. But you know, when those things do come, I mean, I don't really. I do get bags under my eyes if I struggle to sleep. Remember, like last week or week before, I said in a few videos I was really having trouble sleeping. It happened then. My eyes felt a bit puffy, but now I do all right. I mean, I'm 31 years old. I've got a couple of lines here. But again, they're just laughter lines, and I wear those with pride. If I've got laughter lines, that means that I've spent my life finding things funny. You know? And you get crow's feet from smiling. So I don't see them as bad things. You know, I look at them and think, well, do you know what? They are just signs. They're like badges of honour. They're like saying, do you know what? I've laughed every day. I've found something funny every day. And that's an achievement in this modern world, let's be honest. Forehead lines, not really a problem. But if I do get them, I can always just grow a fringe. And, yeah, the one thing that worries me, though, about aging is two things. Grey hair, which isn't a massive worry. You know, you can just dye it. I dyed my hair for years. I can dye it again. And baldness. Baldness bothers me. I know I'm not helping that wearing a hat, but I only really wear hats for recording now. I don't really wear them any other time. That's because this has become a bit of a signature look for the channel now since I had my hair cut short. Yeah, going bald, that's something that does bother me a bit. I know it can't be helped. Just age. Oh, it's them two again. get it. What's he meant to be saying? Feels like this is on a loop. She's not even doing anything. She's got her hands in the sink. Not gonna lie, that's actually getting a little bit annoying. Just sit down. For fuck's sake, sit down. She's clearly not listening. Sit down.
And they're like that every single night. Fucking
Oh god.
I was watching GMTV, right? And I thought, right, you, time to get your kit on. It's a good night of telling that, but come on, 8 in the morning, beyond a joke, man. Just ready to switch your thing off. But then this advert came on for some
Another
bacteria
advert.
yogurt thing. And I thought, aye, that looks nice, that. Blood goes like that. Great tasting new yogurt from Danone. Fights to restore the natural good bacteria in your system. I was like, aye, alright.
Yeah.
Goes to switch it off. But then at the end, this wee tune goes like that. Then I was like, I didn't hear that, man.
Oh dear, one of the quickest jingles in television history, and he manages to make it about an hour long. That's got much quicker, hasn't it? It used to be a bit slower than that when I was a kid. Yeah. And you remember that Lee Evans joke about when you fart? He's like, alright.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh dear.
Because it sounded like the talking bird said, new fae Danone, but the singing bird said it like Dannon. What is?
He's got a lot of time to think he has.
Must have imagined that they don't make mistakes like that, no?
Oh, they do?
So I got myself comfy again. Decided I wasn't heading to my scratch until we had this thing sorted out. Waited for adverts to come up again.
Ooh, it's taking priority.
They show. Until eventually gets to the end of loose women, pure half one in the afternoon, up for 24 hours, practically propped my lids open with matchsticks, starting to forget what I was up for. Bingo. Tunes into it, and the bird goes like that. Great taste in new yogurt fed Danone. I was like that, right, cool.
Waiting up
Danone,
all that time for the same
that
advert to roll around.
Danone. But now for the sucker punch. Bird goes like that. Danone. I just went like that.
Pissing himself, isn't he? He really likes that one. And sleep. Oh dear.
You're so stisher.
Oh. Breathe. Oh shit. Leak it. And the hoose. Feels like a horror film.
Hiya.
You having a laugh? Oh dear, that got so tense and it was just like that thing where you...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. But before you go, I just want to leave you with this thought.
I'm listening.
Theist, right?
Okay.
And watch this.
The heist.
Think about it, right? See you later.
DD would. Okay. Yeah, wow, that was a good episode, that was. That was a really good episode. I enjoyed that. There was a lot of good moments in there, a lot of relatable moments and a lot of really funny moments as well. Wow, and a good selection of characters as well this time. I was getting a bit disappointed near the end, thinking, oh, we're not Dee Dee today, but there he was. There he was near the end. So, as it's a sketch show, we're just going to go through. I'm not going to talk about the ones that I heavily commented on too much. Yeah, that one, interesting. I don't know why that guy kicked off. I mean, why would you be bothered? You know, someone just randomly picked to follow you and you just ended up friends. I'd be flattered. You know, because he wasn't exactly stalking him, was he? I mean, he wasn't like following him home and stuff. He just followed him to one place, applied for a job. You know? I think he might have overreacted just a tad. I mean, I can see why, you know, you might think, you know, there's a bit more of an ulterior motive to everything, but yeah, no, I don't think I'd be all that arse, to be honest. I think you just kind of laugh about it. You know, if you were that close friends to the point you're asking him to be your best man, I think you'd just laugh it off and you'd be like, you're joking? Oh, you fucking nuts, you are. Oh, better watch you, you're going to follow me home now, aren't you? Looking at my curtains. Yeah, that's what I'd be like. I wouldn't overreact like that, no way. But yeah, it's a funny one, that is, because again, that's similar to how me and Luke met, you know, just picked his video at random. I thought the title looked good. It was a Catherine Tate video. Obviously, I couldn't see his face in the thumbnail, so I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know who he was. So yeah, just picked the random video because it was a NAM reaction, and here we are. You know, yeah, kind of relevant. Jacqueline, bless her, you know, just trying to get a 14-year daughter. She's just got a daughter back. Did you not know? Oh, I'm not doing the most. Did you not know? She just got a daughter back. You know, once a 40 for living room. Like they're on holiday. Yeah, I like Jacqueline, I do. She's really trying. She's a really good character. I like her for that. Good strong representation as well of strength. And I think if you can, I think if there's ever like a time where you feel down or you feel like you're not doing very good or you're not succeeding, I think it could really be helpful to look at Jacqueline. I know she's a fictional. Sorry, I know she's a fictional character, but you can still look at her and think, you know what? There's some real strength there. You know, she can do it, I can do it, that kind of thing. You know, I'm probably reading a bit too much into that, like you said about the dog out of the window. But yeah, no, seriously, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, you know, she can be a real inspiration, good Jacqueline. And she's a really admirable character, and her rants and her kickoffs are absolutely fantastic. Who else did we get? This guy, yeah, the one on the Wi-Fi, the cafe, yeah. Fair point, I hate that. The light bulb, that was funny. Yeah, I mean, I hate it. I mean, I hate that, you know, people do that. I mean, it's none of my business what other people do, but, you know, tea bags and coffee, decent ones, they cost enough, don't they? Just stop at home, make your own, you know. The light bulb thing, that was interesting. There was like a music video. Kind of saw the ending coming there, the old smashing. That's bound to happen. That, yeah, I just can't help but wonder if the colour of the tie is a bit relevant there, or if they're just taking the piss out of politicians in general. Either way, it was a funny sketch and he looked like a Karen. What else do we get? This, yeah, I really want that machine, I really do. Think of the things you could do with that machine, the vengeance you could take out. Yeah. Yeah, that again, very true. I think we do overanalyze as people, but that's what we are, you know, we're cognitive creatures, we think about things. But yeah, we do overanalyze, we do. Sometimes you need to just take things for what they are, keep it simple, and just laugh. Yeah, that one, I get it, you can see it, but you don't want to see it. Yeah, that made me cringe. The school thing, yeah, again, relatable, it happened in my school days. It must have happened in a lot of other people's as well. That kid's very entrepreneurial, you know, I really like that. Carried that sketch. The Bebo thing, oh, that took me right back. I felt so nostalgic. I'm showing my age, I know, there's probably people on here never even heard of it. But yeah, those are the days. Chippy the toilet thing, that was hilarious. That was absolutely fantastic, so inventive. I did not see that going where it went. You know, I had absolutely no idea that YER A TOILET. You know, yeah, really interesting. And it's just given me a whole other reason not to go into a public loo in case someone does that to me. If I ever have to, for any reason now, I'm going to take an umbrella. I'm a bit superstitious about umbrellas, I don't believe in opening them indoors, but I'll take my chances because I'm not getting covered in pissy tissue. No way someone lobbing pissy tissue at me. No way. I'm going to take an umbrella. Yeah, that one, yeah, again, that's just waking up as a teenager, and that probably will give me nightmares, the vomiting, I can't handle that. That again, going into what you can hear rather than what you can see. I know, you know, it's impossible. With some foods, it's impossible to not make some kind of sound. You can't help that. I mean, the walls of your mouth, your cheeks, there's only so much density there. They can only block out so much sound. It can't be helped. And I get that, but yeah, I don't want to listen to it. But then people that deliberately like that, you know, gob up, oh, that is absolutely disgusting. I want to punch those people in the face. And my mouth would probably end up in the mix as well, and that'd make me want to kill him even more. So yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'll just ignore him. I'll walk away and ignore him. This, yeah, good representation of life and what it can do to your face and head. Yeah, very true, but it's unavoidable. Again, laughter lines, I think that's what these are here. They've only occurred in the last couple of years. I think that's what this is. It reminds me of face dimples. I've got, my cheekbones are quite high. I don't know if that's got something to do with that. But yeah, I like that. But again, if I get anything like that from laughter, then I'll just wear it with pride, because again, it shows I've had a life of laughter. You've got a smooth face, you've probably been a miserable fuck, so I'd rather not be labelled one of those. Yeah, what else did we get? Yeah, that got really annoying really quickly. I was waiting for something to happen there, and it was just on a loop. She weren't even doing that, just standing there with her hands in the sink. You know, she was moving her hand, you know, to wash some pots or whatever, put the occasional plate over here. Might have been a bit more interesting. Yeah, that I'm not going to lie, that actually got annoying after the first couple of pretending to sit downs. Yeah, that actually annoyed me, that did, I'm going to say. That's my only complaint about this episode. And then, of course, we've got Dee Dee, who waited from 8:30 in the morning, or 8:05, whatever he said, till 1:30 in the afternoon. He waited that long to see an advert. Does anyone remember those days? I mean, now if you want to see an advert again, with most TV subscriptions, you can just rewind it and watch it again. I remember as a kid, there was an advert for a toy that I really liked, or a computer game, or a trailer for a film. I used to have to sit and wait for it to come on. Now and again I get fed up and I change the channel. I think, well, if I watch this channel for 10 minutes, it might be on that channel. And then I flick to the other channel, I'd be like, no, because it's been ages since it was on the channel I was on before. No, go back. Oh, you probably missed it now. You've been on this channel for 5 whole minutes. You know, yeah, I remember that. I know Dee Dee's doing it because he's 9 times out of 10 off his head, you know, but yeah, those were the days. If there was an advert you particularly enjoyed, you had to wait. You know, nowadays you can just rewind it or YouTube them, you know? Yeah. I really like his sketches. He's got so much time on his hands, he's got so much time to think, you know, he really puts a lot of thought into everything. And just like laugh at the end, like yeah, we know that's Dee Dee's equivalent of absolutely wetting himself. Yeah, great character. That's really interesting to me. I used to do that as a kid. Not like to run and get in the house. I used to like round the corners, but like, can I disappear before this other person rounds the corner? You know, I was a very lonely kid. You know, I had to make my own fun. But yeah, and the heist. Yeah, interesting. I'll remember that. Nice one, Limmy. Yeah, that was a great episode, guys. I really enjoyed it. Really funny. Some great moments, some great characters. That was absolutely fantastic. And I hope you've enjoyed my reaction. I hope you have. And I'm sorry that I prattled on a bit much, but this show gets me talking. I don't know why. It just brings something out of me. This really chatty side of me, this show does. And not every show I react to does that. This one does it more so than some others, but it might also be because I haven't seen it in a while. I feel like I need to commentate. But yeah, well, that was good, guys. I enjoyed the episode. That was series 1, episode 4 of Limmy's show. Absolutely fantastic. He's a genius, and I still can't believe this is the only TV show he's ever done. He really could have done more, but as Luke informed me, he didn't have the best of luck mentally, so, you know. Yeah, but I've heard he's still doing well now, you know, doing what he does. He might not be doing this anymore, but at least we actually got this, so, you know, that's something, isn't it? And, yeah, that's something, that's a good life lesson. You know, things might not always work out the way you plan, but you can still make your successes and make your life in other ways. Yeah, nice little life lesson there. Yeah, that was really great. I really enjoyed that, guys. I'm gonna get this wrapped up now, so don't forget to do all the usual: like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, do all the usual if you're watching on YouTube, and the same if you're watching on Patreon. Don't forget to check out Patreon as well, because you'll get it without any copyright cloaking. You'll get it early access, and if you join mine, as a brand new member, you can get free access to Luke's Patreon as well. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment if you're interested in that. If there's anything you're unsure of, just let us know. And if you do join, if you want to join my Patreon, just drop me a message on there. Just say, hi, I've joined, just part of the buy one get one free, 2 for 1, whatever you want to call it. Just let us know that is why you've joined, and then we'll sort out the rest from there, okay? So yeah, and if you're watching on Patreon, of course, thank you so much for your ongoing support. You're all amazing. It's fantastic to have you guys all with me, and that's why you get first dibs on videos, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna get going now, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day / night, depending when you're watching, and I'll catch you next time, my next reaction, okay? Ta-ra.